Keep playing hard. Wait, that 53! 51. Alert! Snap. Hey, Alabama.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wait, 20. Pick me up. Here we go. Check nickel.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Yo, go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards. Yeah. Rock it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. Two jet bombers. Two jet two.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Well, the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Another try for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Under 10. Under 10. Hey, second.
Here's Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo, now. Watch the run. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Go. Mike 51. Mike. Get.
On first down, Bortles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Hey, Sam off.
Bortles will try again on second down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Gerald McCoy forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Recon, 132 fighter.
Crunch.
Fight.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
72.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 33 and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Goldman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, Haywood.
Drop deep, drop deep. Go, Mike.
Hey.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Now Bortles. Finding Green complete.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
A first down carry for Barkley. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Brady. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Check back.
Shotgun now for Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Giants. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Bortles going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, check it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
When it hit, hey, go 66.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They run with Brady. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Showing it, showing it. Check nine, check nine.
Go. Snap.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Watch grip.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Spot. Spot. No. Check 52.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Quick hitter here is complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 2nd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, that's 53. Goal 50.
Hey, let's go. Smooth. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
Hey, hit.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. Jones has it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Switch it.
Hey, echo.
'43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On play action, now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check three.
Hey, shoot.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 50, Mike.
Shoot.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pulled in at the 24. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Alabama.
51's the mic.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the flat. Motion.
Go Bandit.
Bang.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the edge. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's get the ball.
Throwing again. Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Shadow! Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Okay, double up.
Sugar!
On first down, Brady. It's complete to Jones. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ready?
Here's Breida, and an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On the ready.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Go!
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
72. Shadow!
Brady going to throw here. Complete to Jones. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, 20. Alert!
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Yeah. You don't want none.
Sugar!
51. Mike 51.
Check and reload!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Alert.
51 the Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike 51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Easy. 72.
Throwing now is Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up third down and 7.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Charlie.
Come on, D. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. 51's a Mike.
Regular.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Right here, guys. Fight 50.
Check and reload. Go Bandit.
Brady going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
All day, baby. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Brady again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.